Hi, my name's Lori Bobay. I live on Marco Island, Florida. I don't care if you think I'm pretty. I'm ugly. I don't give a shit. I'm sick and tired of people not listening to me. Nobody will listen to my story, so I'm going to tell you. I bought a car at Naples Nissan in Naples, Florida. This is my version of the story. I know opening myself up for somebody that's going to be able to sue me or whatever the fuck. I don't care. And I'm using foul language. I'm going to try to say fork instead of the other F word that is supposedly we don't have any more freedom of speech in this country and you can get yourself in trouble for saying whatever. I don't know. I don't care. Whatever. I'm in trouble for saying my own words in I don't know. But anyway, I'm sober. I'm not drunk. You Marco PD just came to my door, and because I called 911 because I was told that's the only help I can get is from the people that are targeting me, trying to get me put back in some damn mental health facility, which Hans Schmid was able to do to me because I was so stupid to let them in my house. Don't let the police into your house ever, especially Marco Island Police Department. But anyway, back up. Okay, I went to Naples Nissan in Florida and I let them help me buy a car. Stupid. Don't ever let men help you buy a car because they aren't helping you. I was dumb. I am a dummy. I didn't study before I went to buy a car. I should have. And I should not have had my old Murano fixed first before I bought a car. I was sitting at Naples Nissan to buy a car and I mean to get my car fixed. And I went online and I was looking at Nissans and I thought, "Oh, I'll just pick one out." And I got one online that was had all the bangs and whistles that I wanted, and I was going to get a tent and everything because I was going to go start my own business. I thought I was going to be a peddler and I was going to sell my art, even though my kids said my art's ugly. I have mean kids. And so I was going to buy this Pathfinder. I thought I could even sleep in it because I'm getting a divorce and my husband isn't going to give me very much money, but I don't want his money anyway. Anyway, so I thought I'll buy this car. So I went over to Kim in service and I said, I want to buy this car. So she says, okay, I'll find you somebody. So she gets me Tiger. And Tiger says, oh, you can't have that car. I thought, okay, well, I can't have this car. He shuts my computer screen. He says, let's see what we can get. And he gets all excited. And I said, I need help because my husband's not here and I don't know how to buy a car. He says, okay. And he brings me over to his desk and he says, tell everybody you're my auntie. And I think, okay, well, maybe I'm going to get some help. So he does all this shit and I don't know how to buy a car. And then he's shoving these papers in front of my and he says, okay, I can get you this price here. And I gave you $500 off for your car. And he's given me a deal for my car. And I thought, okay, well, anyway, it wasn't what I saw online. It didn't have anything, but it was still within the price that I was willing to pay out of this car accident money that I got because I got rear-ended in my other car and I got money for it. But I thought, okay, I'm going to trust this kid. So I did. And then I sat around for a long time, and these guys, I'm looking, and they're standing in this office back there laughing, and I thought, are they laughing at me? And I thought, oh, well, probably, but I can't do anything about it. So I waited and waited and waited and waited and waited and waited, and I thought, what the hell are these guys doing back there? But couldn't do anything about it because they were working on my car anyway. Where was I going to go? So I sit and sit and sit and sit, and I forget part of the stuff that happened. But anyway, I said, okay, I'll do this deal. And then, so they send me to Iran's office, this slick dude. And I start talking to him about the divorce and everything. And I said, I'm going to end up with nothing. And he says, well, good for you, he says, because I'm getting in a divorce with my wife and she's getting everything. And I just decided, well, I'm going to start over too. So good for you. And I said, well, Iran, I don't know what I need in warranties. You're going to have to help me. So he starts typing. And then, and I thought, okay, what's he getting me? So all done. And he has it all filled out. And then I start signing stuff. And I think, do I need all this stuff? But then I did it anyway because here I am. I've been here all frickin' day, and I think, God, get me out of this damn place. So I end up with 7 warranties, and I think 7 warranties on a new car? I don't know. That doesn't sound good, but oh well. Iran's taking care of me, so I did it. And then they all just leave, and they're all going to go to lunch, and they say, well, okay, well, go get the check. I think, okay, I'll go get the check. And then I think, oh, I better hurry up and get back because I'm in their car. So I hurry up and I get back, and they're all just doing whatever. I don't know what they're doing. So I get their check, and I'm waiting around. And then they say, okay, go back and pay for your car. And I think, go back and pay for my car. And they said, well, yeah, you got to finish paying for the repairs on your car. And I'd already paid like $2,000 to get this car that my husband said you shouldn't get an old car fixed if you're going to trade it in. And I thought, well, I wasn't going to trade it in. I thought I better get the thing fixed that they said was fixed before. And I thought, well, this couldn't cost that much if they thought they had it fixed before. Probably just something little. But hell, it was another $2,000 more. And then I went back and I thought I had it all paid for, and it was another 600 freaking bucks. Well, I couldn't do anything about it because I already paid for the damn car. I had to go ahead and pay it because they had me over a barrel, didn't they? So I was pissed, but I paid for the goddamn thing anyway. Oops, sorry, bad word. So, shoot, is YouTube gonna censor this and not put my video online? Oh well, I'm gonna try anyway. But anyway, so I did the deal. And then I went back up and did all that. And they said, well, we're not going to give you your car yet. And I thought, why? They said, well, we want to clean it up because we got it from another store. I thought, clean up a brand new car? Okay. So I went home with my old car. And then I thought, I got madder and madder. And I thought, I'm not even going out there. And they said, well, we'll call you tomorrow. Maybe we'll deliver it to you. And I thought, bullshit. I'm not coming all the way out there to pick up a car that I paid all this money for and then paid to fix my old car. I'm not coming back out there. You bring it to me. So they did. And I thought, I'm not even going to go out there and see that guy. He can just put everything out there. And he didn't even care if I was coming out or not. So I decided to go out there anyway. And I left my old car all junky. I thought, you assholes, you can just clean up my old car. Because they were jerks. I thought, because when I got home, I got in serious trouble from my husband. He thought, you are such a dummy. He didn't say those words, but he made me feel like a real idiot for letting them bamboozle me. Well, that's how Hans put it in his report anyway. They didn't bamboozle me. They took advantage of me. I was a big sucker. They must have made lots of money on me. So that pissed me off. So fast forward, I put a lot of bad press online about them, and I also called Consumer Affairs, Nissan's thingy, but you know what? They don't give a shit what their dealerships do. They really don't. They called me, acted like they were going to do something about it, but they never did. They called me back and said, well, the dealerships are allowed to do whatever they want to. And I thought, asshole Nissan. So I started putting really bad press on. Well, then something happened to my car. There was stuffing out of one of the seats, so I had to take it back in and have them stuff that back in. But then I took my car through a car wash, and then the backup camera didn't work. So I went in. Dr. Caroline Sniffin Smith. And then they had to figure out why my backup camera had a big, huge X, and I couldn't see on the right backup camera. I was in there for 2 hours one day, and I was really upset because my husband had been giving me a bunch of trouble, and I was emotional. So I was sick and tired of waiting, and you can see through the window what they're doing, and half of them are standing around talking. And I thought, what the hell are you doing to my car? And nobody was telling me anything. So I finally said, what's going on? Can I leave? And they said, well, you can get a rental, but you're going to have to pay $200. And I thought, I don't want to mess with this. I just want to go home. So I went home crying. They looked at me like I was an idiot, but I probably looked like one. So I went home, and then I had to come back another day and wait around another hour and a half. And they finally said, well, we found out the problem, but we got to order a part. So you'll have to come back. So I came back the third day. Well, I got all my stuff out prepared. I brought a bunch of stuff because I knew I was going to be sitting in there for hours again. Well, I got all my stuff out, and here comes Joe Roberson. Big Bad Joe. Looked like a lumberjack. And he says, can you come in my office? I thought, well, I got all my shit out. Can't you just tell me here? He says, well, you need to take some stuff down. And I thought, okay, I'll come in your office. And I went in, and he said, you're going to have to take some stuff down offline before I work on your car. And I thought, what are you talking about? And he said, well, you put some bad press online about the front. And I said, okay. He said, well, that's not me. He said, I'm separate. The back is separate from the front. He said, I understand about all that stuff up front. He says, I would never even let my mom go up there with those people, or some words. I don't remember the exact words, so don't quote me and don't say that I did this shit. I'll have to continue.